The opening weekend of college football in the Triangle will start earlier than expected next season. Duke's season opening game with Army is being moved back a day to August 31, a Friday night. The game, at Wallace Wade Stadium, will start at 7 p.m. and be televised by ESPNU. The ACC announced game times and television networks for league home games for the first 3 weeks of the season on Friday. Here's a look at the first 3 weeks of the season for Duke, UNC and NC State. Duke v. Army game is Duke's lone home game over that stretch. Kickoff times for Duke Sept. 8 game at Northwestern and September 16th game at Baylor will be announced at a later date by those schools. The change of the Army game date is the second straight year in a row Duke plays a home football game on Friday night. Last season, the Blue Devils lost 31-6 to Miami in a Friday night home game which drew 36,314, Duke's largest home crowd of the season. This is the 5th season in a row Duke has played at least one game on a weeknight. NC State. The Wolfpack opens the season with 3 consecutive home games at Carter-Finley Stadium. The Wolfpack season opening game with James Madison will start at noon and be on ESPNU. On September 8, NC State plays Georgia State. That game starts at 12:30 p.m. on Fox Sports South. NC State's most attractive non-conference game is Sept. 15 when West Virginia plays at Carter-Finley Stadium for a 3:30 p.m. game that will be on either ABC, ESPN, ESPN2 or ESPNU. The start time for the Wolfpack's Thursday night November 8 home game against Wake Forest will be at 7:30 p.m. on ESPN. North Carolina. The only North Carolina home game in the first 3 weeks of the season is the Tar Heels Sept. 15 game against Central Florida, which will start at noon and be on ABC, ESPN, ESPN2 or ESPNU. UNC has 2 road games over the season's first 3 weeks. The Tar Heels open the season Sept. 1 at California before playing East Carolina at Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium in Greenville on Sept. 8. Kickoff times for those games will be determined by the Pac-12 and American Athletic Conference's television partners. North Carolina's Thursday night game on Sept. 27 at Miami will be at 8 p.m. on ESPN. Start times for the rest of the season will be announced during the season in accordance with the ACC's agreements with its television partners. Most kickoff times and networks are announced 12 days prior to the game. The networks have the right to announce kickoff times and networks for selected games 6 days prior.